So we got a 2012, this is 300, Chrysler 300. I believe 12 to 14 is the same. I'm not exactly sure, but they're usually the same basically. It's just the speaker wise different. So I've done many of these. These batteries over here in the trunk, right by the spare tires. So we're gonna hook up to, I think one of these is for the radio. I had to test it. I had to turn on the key and test it, but what I do is I prep the power. So basically I use an OFC wire 4 gauge. I prep all these already to put the fuse back here. This fuse, I'm gonna use a small fuse because the amp is small. I ran the blue wire and power wire right over there. But this is one thing that I've done differently, is you're gonna have to see it yourself right there. I ran in a the universal controller, because he has the, you see that's made by PAG. It's LC1. I'll link it on the left, middle left of the screen. You can click on to order that. Usually you get it from walmart.com. And then I got the speaker right there. I'm using the regular one, SNI 35. I got positive to green gray right here. And then I got negative to green and tan, I believe, or green and orange. It's different on this one because this doesn't got a built-in amplifier. Usually I ran everything from here, but in my case I do it here because I think the customer is gonna get an Android Apple Play, so I'll make sure the wire long enough over here so I can just do that. So now I'm gonna put the radio back in and plug the jack down here. So I basically have 2 jack for this LC1 right here. I'm going to show you the new one, how it is at the end of the video, because it's got in and out. So basically in is from here, you got like a 3 feet going down here, and then the out you're going to have a regular RCA jack run to the back. I think you understand that. You probably don't need me, but if you do have question you can ask me. But one is in, one is out. So basically out from here, going in there, and then out that way to the amplifier. So much more of these, you just run the power, the remote and the RCA jack. Actually RCA jack only run through this. All you do is lift it up and slide it in and go underneath. And I got the amp right here, and I made the ground right there. I'm using one of this right there, PZG GR kit. It's a whole kit. If you don't do that, you just, all you do is clean this, sand it out real good, and use a 2 soft type of screw, and it works. And reason I'm doing this thick wire right there, this is an OFC, oxygen free copper. Basically this is kind of too big for it, but I'm gonna make it work because customer gonna eventually change a new amp anyway. And I mean, that's basically it. The rest of them is just how you gonna do your fuse. I mean, that's basic stuff. I'm not gonna show you that, but I'm gonna make sure this is when the key turn on, this thing come on too right here. Let's check it out. So when I turn the key on and test this, that's it right there. So what we're gonna need to do is we need to remove that out. What we're gonna do, we're gonna use one of these right there. It's called Add a Fuse. I will link that also. If you want to do the right way, if you don't want to do the right way, what you want to do is you want to remove that one out. So basically you remove it out and use a test light to test it to which side you want to hook it up to. Oh, that's a different kind. I thought it's the same as this yellow one. So it's there's all kinds of different add-on fuse. So the add-on fuse that we got right here is need to be this type of fuse, like this type right here, right there. It's hard to see, but I'll show you. It's like this. So that's another type that you have to use. There's like 4 or 5 different types. I'm telling you, I'm running low on fuses, even though I ordered 330 piece. So basically this power right there will go here. This is original. This one will go to your amp. So I'm gonna put a 10 amp right there, so something happen, it don't pop the other one. So the 15 amp that I removed from the fuse, I can just put it on here and then plug it back in. So I'm gonna plug it in, back in, making sure that it'll go right in that thing right there. Try not to damage it. I seen someone's got a bad fuse holder right there. You have to replace the whole thing. Not that I did it, but it just go bad, you know. Have to run down to a junkyard and get that going. So I'm gonna use the ring terminal. Actually, let me put this thing back in first. Here with one hand, guy. One-handed. Put it back right there and kind of push this thing. Oh, is that the wrong side? Nope, that's the right side. Yep. So put that back in and run the wire down here in case. And then I'm gonna put the ring terminal and put it on here. Not that I'm gonna do that yet. I'm gonna go to the amp and find the power and the ground, which I did the ground already. I'm just gonna do right here and I'll show you later. It's just don't want to take too much of your time. So since I'm doing a 4 gauge to a little 8 gauge right here, what I did, I split it. I cut some of it off right there. I'm gonna tape this part right there and keep it about that much so it don't touch the other side right here. Just like so right here. I'm gonna just put it back in. It looks funny, but there's a piece of cell, but this amp is so small you hardly can put that adapter in. I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna use what I'm doing right there. That should work. The end result right there, you got, see, you got a little bit. You try not to get any wire, any aluminum or copper sticking out like that. So see, it's just clean. This is small, guys. Look at that. My fingers like 4 gauge type deal. Well, bigger than 4 gauge. So you can see how big it is and see how this amp is. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna end up touching each other and burn up the customer's amps. So I'm gonna touch up, make it look nice, and you guys do whatever you have to do. You saw the install, and if you have any problem, any question, you can ask below, and I'll be glad to help you when I get a chance.